hydraulic fracturing. I wanted to get the people's opinion. So, that's what I did. I did a survey.
Do you know what hydraulic fracturing is?
A lot of people said,
No, I don't. It's on
and a lot of
cars.
people
You know,
thought,
when they go up. My name is Victoria Vest, and my graduation project is on hydraulic fracturing. And I want to talk to an expert and see what you knew about hydraulic fracturing.
Okay. First off, I am not an expert on, on hydraulic fracturing by any means. I'm a soil scientist, and I do have a little knowledge about what it is, and which is basically they drill a well, and then it doesn't go just vertically, but it also can go horizontally. And then they force a lot of water and some chemicals under high pressure into the bedrock, which causes it to crack, and which releases either gas or oil, depending upon what they're going after. Well, agriculture is still actually the #1 product. So, agriculture and the soil in North Carolina is very important, not just for agriculture, but for other purposes. I do have concerns that it could possibly do maybe more to the drinking water and to the land surface water, rivers and things, more so than soil. Development going on in North Carolina, and of course, if the soil is contaminated, you certainly would not want to build a home on contaminated soil. We do have several areas in North Carolina that I'm aware of that they have, I think, targeted for fracking if it is done here, which is mainly the Triassic basins. We have a couple of Triassic basins here in North Carolina. The Triassic Basin, which basically is it's an area that where you had two what we call tectonic plates in the earth that began to move apart very slowly, and as it did so, it collapsed between it. It started collapsing between it. And then after a while those plates stopped moving, and then you had a big dip in there, and that dip began to fill in with the surrounding so I'm all for the wise resource, the wise use of a resource. However, if it's going to be a problem, if it's going to contaminate, if it has a chance to get into our water and even into the soil somehow, I think we need to proceed with caution. There are also some other concerns I would have is, how well are these seals? I mean, it's my understanding that these wells, they often drill down through water aquifers. And these have to be sealed off somewhere, because if not, all these chemicals that they pump down into this well, they could therefore somehow get into this groundwater, which is also supplies a lot of the drinking water here in North Carolina. And another concern would be, how safe are these with earthquakes? Because we do occasionally experience earthquakes here. And I also understand that fracking, there is some controversy as to whether it causes I know coal does. I mean, it is a fossil fuel, so when you burn it, you do get a lot of CO2 and other byproducts as well. I think we are probably one of the better countries, though, at regulating the emissions from those type of fuels. I have heard some controversy over like the wind turbines and things. And we did actually have the possibility of having one here in North Carolina, but that was defeated because it was interfering with a major migration route of some of the migratory birds. However, I do think solar energy is another good possibility. I think we should explore all of these options for to seek energy independence. You must weigh all the consequences and things, and to come up with a solution. We're going to safeguard our other resources, and not pick one resource at any time you have to know like this. The more information people have, the better. You don't want to go around making an uninformed decision
Yeah.
or voting uninformed on an issue.